Hey guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum in Liberty, Kentucky. FredMcCoy.com for all the information. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great day.
We're just walking around the museum, waiting on the next visitor, and run up on a couple of items here that we've got framed, and we wanted to discuss them a little bit. You can stop your TV or your computer and read them if you want.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not going to go over the whole thing, but it just says the Hatfield McCoy Feud of West Virginia and Kentucky featuring Devil Anse Hatfield. Now, a picture showing how brave men met brave and noble men and women, bore their parts like Spartan mothers of old. Devil Anse, the boy hero. And of course, they're already bragging on Devil Anse, and they're saying that it's going to be filmed in Logan County, and they're saying that it will be Hatfields and McCoys to enact in this movie. And this was that silent movie a lot of people talks about that's disappeared. Nobody knows where it's at, or if it's been destroyed, or if somebody ever runs upon this, that'd be a diamond in the rough. That would definitely be something that would make history and would be something to see. Of course, it only has Devil Anse in it. One interesting factor about this is the producer. Produced by Emmett Dalton, who is here in person. If you don't know who Emmett Dalton is, that's one of the Dalton gang. He was actually in the gang of bank robbers with Jesse and Frank James and the Dalton gang and all that. He turned into a movie producer. Wow. After that, started filming movies. And that's the silent movie that Devil Anse did way back, but somewhere along the way it got lost, or they didn't finish it, or whatever. But they showed up in Logan County, West Virginia, at the home of Devil Anse to do the motion picture. Now, of course, I've always made, it's Sheila and I both, it's never been no secret that Devil Anse was a narcissist. Anything he could do to be on camera, in the newspaper, anything at all, that's what he liked. In fact, a lot of his relation or West Virginia Hatfields or whatever, Rio Hatfield, William Keith Hatfield, Russell Hatfield, a lot of them takes after Devil Anse. Now, some of them comes from different lines. One of them comes from Wall, one of them comes from Bad Lice, they say, and then one of them, of course, is Devil Anse's great-grandson. And they're a lot like him, or they take after that part. When there's a camera around, they like to be in the lens. I'm seeing this. Guys, we was upstairs yesterday and we was doing a video on whatever it was we was doing it on, and all of a sudden I went to, and I called it Butcher Holler. It's not Butcher Holler, it's actually called Butchertown here in Casey County. And that's the name of the place. At one time it was called Butcher Holler, but somewhere along the way it's now the official name for it is Butchertown. And if you've never searched, if you're really into the Civil War and you're really into things like that, it has nothing to do with the Hatfields and McCoys, but you may research William Clark Cantrell, and he was somewhat of some says a make-believe captain. I've also seen where they've called him a captain, but I like, just like Devil Anse, can't find no record where he was ever commissioned a captain with the Civil War outfit. So more than likely he's named himself a captain because he was over a bunch of men called the Cantrell's Raiders. Cantrell Raiders. And if you ever get a chance to watch any videos or to study him, you'll see. And if you're from Casey County, Louisville, Houstonville, Crab Orchard, Stanford, he came right through this area. He came right through this area, and once again, he caused some devastation. Now, evidently, when you go through Butchertown, or you're over in Pearlville, you can just cross over a valley or a hill or whatever, and you're across the mountain into Butchertown. And that's where his gang was hiding out at, and they supposedly killed a bunch of people and all that. And that's how it got its name, Butcher Town. But now, I know that they did have a incident with them in Houstonville.
Mm-hmm.
They come through Houstonville. One of his men was stealing somebody else's horse, and the guy said, "You willing to die to take that horse?" And the guy done pulled his gun and shot and killed him before he could even get his gun out. So if you're going to talk like that, you better already have your gun out on the guy. But
And
anyway,
shot him in the face, didn't he?
we shot him in the face.
Yeah.
William Cantrell, if you get a chance, research him. Big Civil War. Jesse James, Frank James belonged in his unit during the Civil War. Jim and Cole Younger belonged to him. Bloody Bill Anderson was in that group. All these guys that was really, they were harsh.
Ornery.
They were ornery, and they done exactly what Devil Anse did back home. They done exactly. They wreaked havoc on people because they had the numbers to do it with. I mean, they went out and got them a bunch of Union uniforms and wore Union uniforms around where they could come up on Union soldiers unsuspected, and of course they would shoot and kill them. And then they finally got used to how they figured out that they were desperados and bushwhackers, is what they were called, is that they didn't carry the flag. They could not see themselves carrying the Union flag, which was Betsy Ross' flag, you know, the American flag, but they were Confederates, and they liked that battle flag. So in the end there, when they seen this group of men coming toward them with Union uniforms on, carrying no flag, then they figured out, hey, that's Cantrell's bunch. And they finally shot and killed him in Louisville, I believe. Then they moved his body. He's from Ohio. He's got 3 different graves. Some of his body's in Ohio they moved. His mother wanted them brought home, and they sent her a couple of bones. They dug them up in Louisville where
Somebody
he's buried.
kept his head, though.
Somebody kept his skull.
Yeah.
And then they sent some of them back to Kansas, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, or somewhere, wherever he was at there.
Yeah.
So he's got 3 separate graves. Sheila and I plan on one day when we get caught up with our Hatfield McCoy stuff of maybe going and filming that. It just sounds interesting. He was a character. He's a lot like Charles Manson, a lot like Devil Anse Hatfield. He was mean. And other than that, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy. We hope you're enjoying the videos.
Yeah.
And
Please like, subscribe, and share. Catch you on the next
And
one.
if you like them, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. That way we'll know not to do any more on
That's
that.
right. Thank
Well,
you.
I don't know that we won't do any more. Sometimes that makes it more controversial, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll do 2 more.
You never know.
I'm joking.
Bye.